Hello to everyone. We have already come a long way together, and most importantly, we understand this is only the beginning. There are far larger opportunities ahead of us than those that we have already realized, and it's precisely toward them that we move every day, together with you, of course. Many of you have been with us since the very first stage, back in the beta testing period when the system was just forming and undergoing verification in real market conditions. This was the stage when the foundation was laid, not only of technology but also of the approach on which our entire ecosystem is built today. From the very beginning, we chose a principle that remains unchanged: transparency, honest rules, and fair conditions of cooperation. It was this approach that became the reason why you once made the decision to work with us and continue to do so today. Every quarter, we conduct a deep review of our marketing system. And here is it important to emphasize: this mechanism has already demonstrated its practical viability and sustainable results. It allows us to adapt a strategy in a timely manner, relocate resources, and strengthen the most effective areas. Thanks to this approach, the system remains flexible and competitive even under conditions of high crypto market turbulence. We operate in an environment where changes occur constantly. New exchanges emerge, liquidity shifts, fees and spreads transform, the influence of regulatory factors intensifies, and market participants' strategies become increasingly complex and algorithms. In such conditions, it is possible to operate on a static model. Here, only adaptability, precision, and data-driven execution win. Today, there are already more than 150 trading and arbitrage companies in our ecosystem. And this is not just a number. It represents a multitude of independent strategies, yield models, capital flows, and growth resources. Our task is not simply to scale market presence, but to build a sustainable infrastructure that works effectively for all types of participants. Every quarter, we analyze which areas yield maximum results, where sustainable partnership alliances are formed, where competition is intensifying, and where new growth opportunities are opening up. We evaluate not only standard marketing metrics, but also crypto industry specific metrics. Like liquidity quality, the stability of arbitrage flows, conversion into active traders, and the reliability of partner models under conditions of high volatility. We pay special attention to our partners. In a dynamic environment, it's not the quantity of connections that matters, but their quality and stability. Therefore, we are strengthening cooperation with those who show stable results and share a long-term approach. Also, at the same time, we optimize areas that cease to meet our efficiency standards. The key result of such a model is that the system has stopped being static and it has turned into a constantly adapting ecosystem. This allows us to respond faster to market changes, reduce inefficiencies, and reinforce the growth points. Starting July 1st, we are increasing the yield on deposit protocols for investors. This change applies to both newly opened protocols and those are already active. We view this as a natural step in the system's development and a result of the overall efficiency of our ecosystem. At the core of our philosophy, that lies a simple yet fundamental principle. Sustainable market relations are possible only when they are beneficial to both sides. If the benefit is skewed to one side, the system becomes unstable. If the company makes a profit while the client loses, this is not growth, but a short-term effect with no future. Conversely, if the system operates at a loss, it also cannot exist for long. Therefore, we always seek a balance, a golden mean at which a fair and sustainable growth model is formed. At Invorium, this principle is the foundation of all decisions. We build relationships not on imbalances, but on an equilibrium interest. And when we see real results and development potential, We strengthen these areas, creating additional value for all the participants. Among the key advantages of our model are the high adaptability to market change through the quarterly strategy reviews, the working with real market data rather than fixed model. Also, we count with a diversified ecosystem of more than 150 trading and arbitrage companies with different strategies, the strengthening of the most effective areas instead of uniform distribution of resources, the transparent logic of partnership reviews, and a focus on sustainable results, the orientation toward long-term sustainability rather than short-term spikes, and last but not less important, the continuous improvement of efficiency metrics within the crypto infrastructure. Our task here is not the extraction of one-side benefits. Our task is to create a system where the growth of one participant reinforces the growth of another. That is why transparency and partnership are not just words for us, but principles manifested in our every decision, in strategy, communications, resource allocation, and in how we review processes every quarter. As a result, we are building not just a marketing system here, we are creating a sustainable infrastructure for growth within the crypto economy based on data, trust, real partnership, and mutual benefit. And most importantly, in this system, every participant is interested not in a short-term result, but in a long-term development. Starting July 1st, an automatic increase in yield will be applied to all deposit protocols, and I want to show you how this will work. Yes. When opening a new Nano, Light, Vision, Master, and Legacy deposit protocols, an update marketing plan providing increased daily yields will be applied. For active already Nano, Light, Vision, Master, and Legacy deposit protocols, a yield recalculation will also be performed. Starting July 1st, all new profit accruals will be carried out in accordance with the update distribution model, based on the current performance results of trading and arbitrage companies. The update average monthly yield indicators as follows. For Nano, the average monthly yield will be 7.5%. For Light, it will be 8.4%. For Vision, the average monthly yield will be 9.7%. For Master, will be 11.9%. And for Legacy, the average monthly yield will be 9.5% with a compound interest feature. It's quite simple. This update reflects the development of our ecosystem and is aimed at increasing the efficiency of profit distribution within the framework of the current infrastructure. I hope this information will be useful for all of you. Thank you for your trust and for walking this path together with us.